Coming up, the charges against two daycare workers in southern Kentucky are dropped in a controversial case. Plus, we hear from a woman affected by high winds Monday night in Floyd County. And some groups in Pike County are spending their time this week giving back to the community.
Dedicated to eastern and southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Good morning. It is 6:31 on Wednesday, June the 26th. I'm Will Puckett. Thank you for tuning in to Mountain News This Morning. Well, there's no rain in the forecast, so that's the good news. The bad news is you're going to sweat probably a lot. It's going to be warm. It's going to be warm for the rest of the week. But, Brandon, we got the one wish we wanted. It's not raining anymore.
You're going to make your own rain.
Yes. Off my forehead.
Coming off your face and your forehead. Yes, it's going to be warm, hot, and humid, hazy, hot, and humid, the Triple H threat for the rest of the week. But here's the thing. It's summertime, and I know a lot of folks don't like the heat, but it is summertime, so it's time for it at this point at least. Let's get into it this morning. Whitesburg, Pine Mountain there, camera, US 119. Things are fairly quiet this morning. Visibility is an issue in some spots, so dense fog is out there. Be careful of that. Temperatures in the 50s and low 60s to mid 60s. Already 70 in Louisville, though, this morning. Almanac, 88, your forecast high today. Average high is 84, record of 91 set back in 1988. And you're going to see that sunshine come out here pretty soon, and it's going to drive those temperatures up quickly into the upper 80s, close to 90. Rest of the forecast on the way here in just a few minutes. Will?
All righty, Brandon, thank you. Well, child abuse charges have been dropped against two Wayne County daycare workers. We have been following this case against Diana Myers and Tasha Cox since April. One mother claims one of the workers taunted her daughter and the other recorded it before posting it online. We are finally hearing from one of the workers who told WYMT's Phil Pendleton she did nothing wrong.
Diana Myers says it's been a very difficult 2 months.
After all this happened, I had a lot of days where I would just cry because all this happened and I knew I didn't do anything wrong.
Myers is the woman in this video shaking a doll at a child. Police said that toddler was being taunted and they charged her with criminal abuse. The woman who posted the video on Facebook, Tasha Cox, was also charged.
I'm excited.
The daycare operator, Wendy Adams, says Myers was using a common method to calm down an upset child.
Redirection is when a child is doing an unwanted behavior, you do something to catch their attention to make them stop the unwanted behavior.
Adams says it all started when the toddler wanted a second cupcake and was told she couldn't have one.
And that's when she started throwing her fit and she pretty much slid out of the chair and sat on the floor. And I went and got a doll to try to calm her down and it didn't work.
Another worker videotaped it because Adams says they wanted to make fun of Myers singing.
That was all it was. It was just a worker making fun of another worker. You know, it was all in good. Yes, it was all in good fun. They was just having fun.
But Myers and Tasha Cox were arrested on criminal abuse-related charges. A grand jury returned a no true bill, meaning the charges were dismissed.
All I did was try to redirect the child to try to calm her down. She always played with that doll, so that's what I got because I knew she liked it.
Tasha Cox was not available for this interview, but Adams wants to stress that all charges with her have been dropped as well. In Wayne County, Phil Pendleton, WYMT Mountain News.
Now, both women and the daycare operator are named in a civil suit filed by the toddler's mother that has not yet been resolved. Meanwhile, a tanker truck turned over on Highway 15 yesterday morning. We first brought you the news, spilling nearly 8,000 gallons of gas and diesel into a ditch line that leads into a river. That sparked fears it may get into the city of Jackson's drinking water. I talked with city and county officials who say everything is safe. The smell of gasoline punches you in the face. Nearly 8,000 gallons of it and diesel spilled when this tanker truck flipped over. This black mixture found its way into a nearby river that leads right into the city of Jackson's water intakes, sparking fears it may become a problem.
We are shut down at the plant just as a precautionary measure, and as soon as the fuel has passed all of our intakes, then we will fire the plant back up.
Mayor Laura Thomas says there is nothing to worry about, but knows this time they dodged a possible catastrophe.
We do have water stored, and we're running off of, our stored water, so everybody's okay right now.
There is more good news. Estel McIntosh, the superintendent of the Breathitt County Water District, says the city of Jackson's intake valves sit nearly 8 feet deep. And with all the rain that we've had, that helped the gas and diesel most likely flow right past them.
The river's actually about 2 foot up now. It's raised a little bit, so it's probably about 10 foot down. And you're probably only getting about 6 inches of that gas and diesel fuel on top.
Stemming fears and reassuring folks there is not a problem with the drinking water. Now Highway 15 is back open this morning. The driver of the truck was taken to UK hospital where he was listed in critical condition. His name has not been released. 2 people were taken to the hospital after a motorcycle crash closed down a portion of US 52 in Wayne County, West Virginia for a while yesterday. Troopers say the man and the woman on the motorcycle were both wearing helmets. Investigators say that the woman was flown to Cabell Huntington Hospital while the man was taken in an ambulance. No word yet on their conditions. High winds caused some problems in Prestonsburg Monday evening. This is video from a home surveillance camera. Look at that. As you can see, the strong gusts picked up their family trampoline and tossed it right on out of frame. This video is from Brittany Roadbug. She said she has a piece of advice for others during a storm.
Just for everybody who else has a trampoline, make sure to tie it down in some sort of way because I didn't know it would be gone that easily.
Rodabaugh, Brittany, I apologize. She says that she has never seen anything like this in person, only in videos on the internet. What a great video that is. Now officials confirm a tornado ripped across parts of Kanawha County, West Virginia Monday night. In the Alum Creek area, trees and power lines were down and debris could be seen scattered across yards and fields. More than 40,000 people in the region were left without power. One homeowner describes what she saw when the twister came roaring through.
We have a window in our basement. I saw the trees just kind of go down and our slide was lifted in the air. And at that point I was like, okay, it's definitely a tornado.
Meteorologists with the National Weather Service said the tornado was an EF1. It traveled along the ground for roughly 11 miles. Surveillance video from Moore's Resort and Marina shows winds picking up just as a group was coming off of Kentucky Lake in western Kentucky Sunday. They managed to get off just in time as part of the marina was torn apart by the storm. Check out this incredible video. The National Weather Service determined an EF1 tornado hit the pier with winds of 100 miles per hour. Amazingly, no one was injured, but more than 40 boats were damaged. Trying to hang on so you can see the entire video. Despite the damage to the harbor, Moore's Resort is still open. We have that video on WYMT.com so you can catch the entire thing. Well, let's get some other news this morning. The Big Blue Caravan made their 3rd stop in eastern Kentucky yesterday. University of Kentucky coaches, players, and athletic department staff had met with fans in Harlan and Perry counties. Tuesday's stop was a bit unique, however. They met with first responders at the Martin Out Center in Prestonsburg. Athletic Director Mitch Barnhart says it is not only great to meet fans and first responders, but it helps teach his staff the power of sacrifice.
If you do that initially first, then you'll learn how to win. If you put winning and those other things and the end result first, and you don't sacrifice to get there, then the chances of you getting the results you want won't happen.
Now the Big Blue Caravan will make a stop in Paintsville where fans will have a chance to meet University of Kentucky football star linebacker and Johnson County's own Cash Daniel. LKLP has always provided free transportation to the people of Kentucky, but now they are partnering with the city of Hazard to help improve it locally. Starting in July, a regular bus route will be open to the people of Hazard. Right now, if you want to ride somewhere, you have to make sure to call 3 days in advance to schedule your ride. Officials say they hope people will use public transportation more.
LKLP and the city of Hazard will be identifying where the route is going to go within the city and where those stops will be so people can get on. What we know right now is that it's going to be a 3-month pilot project and it's going to be free to people that live in the city of Hazard.
The pilot period for the routes will begin July 8th. Well, church groups in Pike County are spending the week giving back to the community. The 5th annual Love Loud event kicked off yesterday as churches affiliated with Pike Association of Southern Baptists broke into groups to complete a long list of service projects. Tuesday, groups offered free car washes, home maintenance to people in need, and a free yard sale. Cameron Brashear, one of the teen volunteers, says the week is good for the community and also helps him with his own mission.
It makes me feel really good that I have the opportunity to spread the love of God and to spread the love of all of these people, all these churches that want to give back to our community.
Now, for more on this story, head on over to our website at WYMT.com. It's 6:41 on this Wednesday. Let's send it on over to Brandon for a breakdown of what to expect.
Well, the forecast this morning, just a few clouds still filtering through the region. No major issues with those. No rain with those for a long time. As we go through the extended forecast, 57 in Jonesville. Everybody else is back in the 60s. Actually, Williamsburg dropped now into the upper 50s. Everybody needs to stay in the 60s. You're all moving around too much on me this morning. We're looking at the state temperatures anywhere between 59 in the Tri-Cities to 70 there, Louisville, Nashville, and out toward Paducah as well this morning. Out the door forecast, we are going to see temperatures soar with the sunshine today, getting close to 90, upper 80s for daytime highs after that fog goes away. Will?
All righty, Brandon, thank you. Well, coming up, we will have a pet in our studio looking for a good home. Thank you for joining us right here on Mountain News this morning.